Good day, all, especially to Sir Leo Arcaius, me and CG Carl Makusi. In this video is to explain and discuss about the criteria on damage stability.
Damage stability in SOLAS chapter 2:1 refers to a ship ability to remain afloat and stable after sustaining damage. Pasabot ani kanang ship mag-remain gyapon siya maglutaw and stable siya kanang after makakuan siya og damage. Such as flooding mo ang kanang pagbaha or structural damage. This is assessed through analytical methods considering various damage scenarios and ensuring the ship maintains a certain level of buoyancy and stability. The key concept is to determine the probability of survival after damage and ensuring it meets a minimum required value. Pasabot aning damage stability in SOLAS chapter 2:1 kanang bisan pag imong ship na kakuha nag damage, mag-maintain gyapon siya og maglutaw gyapon siya and maintain og stability. Kay di man na basta-basta malubog dito ang barko kan pa man nagpila ka oras or minuto.
So, first, this picture shows the damage stability compliance to compartment standard. So, makita mo rin dyan na ang hugis ng barko. So, makita mo din ang angle of inclination, degree, rating arm curve, wind heeling arm curve. So, ang nadiha mo na ang pasabot na criteria on damage stability. So, stability ng barko. So, tanawa ng mga picture diha. Winsay na ang mga rating arm, kasi forma sa rating arm. Okay, ang angle of inclination. So, ang pataas. Anja ang wind heeling arm curve. So, ang hangin. So,
SOLAS chapter 2:1 and damage stability. SOLAS chapter 2:1, especially regulation 28, deal with subdivision and damage stability. Requirements for passenger ships with the aim ensuring that even after damage, the ship can remain afloat and stable, allowing for the safe evacuation of the passenger and crew. Sabot ani kanang bisan pag nag damage yung barko padong na mulubog o sink na parehara na sila magkuhan yan po tawag safety evacuation para sa atong passenger and crew. O katong nay di man na basta-basta mo lubog ang barko mo kuan pa man nagpila ka oras or minuto kay mag nagya po na ang stability niya. Deterministic versus probabilistic methods. Historical deterministic method was used focusing on specific damage assumptions. However, the current SOLAS chapter 2:1, particularly its 2006 amendments use a probabilistic method which consider the probability of survival after various damage scenario, accounting for factors like location, size, and the ship design features. So nakuha din siya sa panahon pa sa 2006.
Damage scenarios on compartment subdivision. So first is damage stability. Analyze involves considering various scenarios where one or more compartments are flooded based on assumed damage, length, transverse extent, and vertical extent. The number and location of waterway compartments are key to determining the ship's damage stability, with the goal of preventing the ship from sinking after damage to a certain number of compartments. So second is ang index R and index A. So in the probabilistic method, two indicates are used: index R, which represent the required probability of survival, and index A, which represent the probability and survival calculated based on the ship design and subdivision. So mo na sila ang index R and index B, lalay na sila. So ang pasabot sa index R is ang index R nagrepresent sa required probability and survival. So ang index A naman is ang indicate sa survival calculated based on the ship design. So mo na siya.
Survival criteria. The key requirements is that the ship attains survival index, which is the index A, must be higher than the required survival index, which is the index R, ensuring that the ship has a sufficient probability of survival after the damage. O kaning after the damage na tay sufficient probability of survival ang required ani nya ang survival index A must be higher kaysa sa required na survival index R. GZ curve and wind heeling moment. In damage stability calculation, a GZ curve, a curve representing that the ship stability is prepared, and a wind heeling moment is superimposed upon it. This helps determine the ship stability under the various conditions and ensures that the ship stability is maintained even the wind heeling moment. So pasabot ani bisan pag kanang stability under various condition and ensure that the ship stability is maintained, kanang mag wind heeling moment na imong stability is maintained gyapon.
Next is compartment status and requirements. So the compartment status, whether our compartment is loaded or empty, also influences the damage stability calculation. SOLAS regulation prescribes specific probability values for loading and empty compartments, which are used in the calculation. So ang SOLAS daw no, regulation nagprescribe sa specific nga permeability values para sa loaded sa mga loaded mga karga. For example, ang bulk carriers, nga loaded mga cargo ships, mga loaded. So next is watertight bulkheads and valves. So watertight bulkheads and valves are crucial for maintaining watertight integrity after damage. They must be properly designed and maintained to prevent water from entering the ship's compartments, ensuring the ship's stability and survival. So ang watertight bulkheads and valves kay nag-represent sa crucial for maintaining para ang stability steady lang yapon, dili ma-incline ang barko. Once nga ang barko dili ma-balance, mo na may tabo sa mga hugging, sagging, mga torsion stress sa barko. So that's it.
So that's the end of our discussion about the criteria on damage stability. Unta kami ni Mark Florence namin nahatag ninyo about na topic ani nga na ma-learn pa ninyo o na maganimi kuwang gipang discuss ani or gipang explain, ma-search sa ninyo sa Google. And thank you. Good day all.